Season's greetings and word up, Georgia Japan here with another culture video. I guess it's becoming more of a known fact that Japan loves KFC during Christmas. But how did that happen? And why? Today let's take a look at the history of KFC in Japan. KFC first came to Japan in 1970 as a joint venture with Mitsubishi. Yeah, they do a lot more than make cars. Like a lot more. Their first store opened in Osaka, and KFC America planned to use a strategy very similar to what they had been doing in America, and that is to target suburban areas. Mitsubishi strongly advised against this, but after the initial flop of their first two suburban stores, they were ready to listen to Mitsubishi. They advised them to target larger cities and known residential areas with foreign communities. This strategy was a hit, and popularity spread quickly. In a way, I think their strategy kind of parallels how Christmas spread in Japan. It was something like, oh, what are all these foreign people so excited about? Hey, that looks like fun. Yeah, we should give it a try. KFC continued to grow in popularity, and its 1974 Christmas campaign would be so successful that it would become a Christmas tradition in Japan.
Chicken Christmas! Kentucky Christmas!
Chicken Christmas!
Kentucky Christmas! Chicken Christmas! Kentucky Christmas!
But why was KFC so successful? Christmas was relatively unknown in Japan. Being one of the first companies to bring it front and center in their marketing campaign, they kind of got to decide the rules of Christmas. And their first rule was, Christmas is Kentucky.
Chicken Christmas!
Kentucky Christmas!
Not many traditional Christmas foods could be as easily mass-produced, and I don't think any Japanese person could justify slaving over a stove for something that wasn't even a real holiday in Japan. Fried chicken was an acceptable substitute, even with foreigners. I think it's pretty interesting that foreign people in Japan often think it's rather bizarre that KFC is a part of Christmas, when it was probably the various small foreign communities that helped give KFC its street cred. That and Colonel Sanders just happens to look like Santa Claus. Anyway, I'd like to bring up one more point which I thought was relevant, and that is KFC is one of the first big Western businesses to use Christmas in their marketing. But why didn't another foreign business attempt to beat them to the punch? I mean, when you think of fast food, isn't there another franchise that comes to mind?
もしもし、ドナルドです。
The feud between KFC and McDonald's is something epic in Japan. And I think it's interesting to note that McDonald's came to Japan at around the same time. It's just they had a totally different marketing strategy. McDonald's partnered with this guy to lead their franchises in Japan. He was eccentric to say the least. And at times he'd make statements that would leave people speechless. But there was no denying his business acumen. And he believed the best way to get Ronald's foot in the door was to play at McDonald's as something hip and stylish. I know, right? It's not exactly what you expect from McDonald's. But he was so confident, he encouraged McDonald's Japan to raise their prices to be more appealing. It sounds silly, but look at smartphones today. It just works with the right angle. And in order to give McDonald's that lavish feel, he picked Ginza for the first shop's location, which, as you know, resulted in massive success. I guess in the long term, McDonald's saw greater growth, but KFC managed to do something that few companies can claim, and that is they became a part of Japanese culture. And I think that's pretty interesting. And also a little scary. What holiday isn't popular in Japan yet? St. Patrick's Day Aojiru. Aojiru is like this green health energy drink. Yeah, you can't pinch me because I already got green stuff in me. Oh yeah, that you can't pinch me because I already got green stuff in me. Oh man, I should be in marketing. Anyway, that's about all I got to say. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I hope you have a glorious day. Other info. It's said that after a big win, this Japanese baseball team threw a Colonel Sanders statue into a river. The team experienced a string of poor seasons, which they attributed to the curse of Colonel Sanders. I believe they've tried fishing out the statue. The feud between KFC and McDonald's really escalated when they were made into fighting game characters for this game called MUGEN. Ronald McDonald commercials were edited in a fashion similar to YouTube poops on Nico Nico Doga throughout the run of their commercials. In case if you're wondering, here's a price comparison of America and Japanese KFC. To be fair, Japan only uses domestic chicken, and there is a big difference in quality. At least I think.